want to speak? Come sit here and speak. You don't want to speak? Then sit there and no speak. Here, speak. Here, no speak. Which one you want? Speak or no speak? Kamal, you want to speak or no speak? He's like peacock. Peacock. For Maghrib. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد حتى يرضى سيدنا محمد. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أطيعوا الله وأطيعوا الرسول وأولي الأمر منكم. Allah said, obey Allah, obey Prophet, and obey those who are on authority. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keep us under His obedience, to obey Him. Because to obey is difficult. And to be always also under the obedience of Sayyidina Muhammad alayhi salatu wassalam. Today, the problem in the Muslim world is too many what you call them, you can say too many people or too many individuals. They claim that they know and they go and issue fatwas. You find hundreds of fatwas every day coming out. And these individuals are not yet up to the level of to be a mufti. Mufti has to have a very highly education. At least he has to have education in Islamic studies in order to make fatwa. At least he has to have 20 years of study. And on top of that, many years of experiences in order later that can be considered to make a fatwa. Today, we see people throwing fatwas here and there, and people becoming confused. You don't know which one is correct, which one is not correct. And not only that, you have a lot of what you call them, cable stations, satellite stations, that you find many talk shows that are discussing Islamic issues, and they are bringing people to give fatwas, and all these fatwas is according to the policy of the TV station. So they give fatwa according to what the TV station wants. So it's not becoming for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is becoming for something that an advantage or a benefit. So this is where our ulama now are falling down into the traps of issuing fatwas, everyone according to what he thinks he can give a fatwa ability, and Muslims are being confused. This one say this one they say that, the other one says something else, and Muslims are trapped between all these different discussions. But before you issue fatwa, you have to know your level and to audit and to make an account for yourself. You cannot issue a fatwa and you are not believing or you are not tasting what kind of fatwa you want to give. That's why Prophet ﷺ said, "Man arifa nafsahu, faqad arifa rabbahu." Who knows himself, knows his Lord. Means before issuing a fatwa, you have to know yourself. Without knowing yourself, how you can issue a fatwa for someone else who you don't know? You don't know his circumstances, you don't know his culture, you don't know his environment, you don't know what kind of school of thought he is following. Is he following Hanafi school of thought, or Shafi'i, or Maliki, or Hanbali, or what kind of direction he is going? Because Allah said in Holy Quran, وَلِكُلٍّ وُجْهَةٌ هُوَ مُوَلِّيهَا فَاسْتَبِقُوا الْخَيْرَاتِ. For everyone there is a direction that Allah has planned it to that person. فَاسْتَبِقُوا الْخَيْرَاتِ, compete, all Muslims compete for goodness. So if Allah planned for you a direction, you have to know what Allah has gave you, what kind of direction. How you know it? Allah said, وَلِكُلِّ وُجْهَةٌ هُوَ مُوَلِّهَا. For everyone, Allah gave a direction and He planned for that person what needs to do. And we don't know. We have to know it. How to know it? مَنْ عَرِفَ نَفْسَهُ فَقَدْ عَرِفَ رَبَّهُ. Who knows himself, knows his Lord. Means, first of all, you have to know, or individual, or Muslim, or anyone, you have to know yourself first. Who are you? It's not by your name. Your name is whatever your name is. It doesn't mean anything. If I say Abdul Hab, or I say Wasim, or I say Asad, or I say, it doesn't mean anything. What it means, are you generous? We don't know. Are you patient? We don't know. Are you what else? Merciful? We don't know. Do you forgive people? We don't know. So you have to know these things about yourself. So when you know yourself, you know your Lord, then you will follow what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has planned for you. That's what differs between awliyaullah, Allah's friend, Allah's saint that Allah mentioned them in Holy Quran. فَلَا إِنَّ أَوْلِيَاءَ اللَّهِ لَا خَوْفٌ عَلَيْهِمْ وَلَا هُمْ يَحْزَنُونَ. Those ones, there is a big difference between that and normal alim, that he doesn't know himself, he gives fatwa for someone else. If he asks, you can ask him to give fatwa for himself, can he give? No, because he has to cheat, he has to lie, he has to deceive, he has to fabricate stories, he is going to do everything. Did you see pious ulama? Yes, some, but not all, and still they give fatwa and they are not following the fatwa they are giving. Adab, we say we have to have adab, we have to have discipline. Yeah? Adab means everyone, Prophet ﷺ encouraged his Sahaba to have adab, to reach maqam al-ihsan, the moral excellence, to have discipline. So what is the adab that we need for ourselves? هو الأدب المحافظة على الأحكام الشرعية. Adab, discipline, is to take care and to keep all Sharia laws in its place, to highly follow it, not to separate from it and say I have adab means I am a good person, I don't lie. Okay, you don't lie, it's good. But when you are lying to Allah, you are not praying. Huh? They say we are good, we will go to work, we look after our family, and we have adab, good manners. This is not good manners. Good manners is to keep your good manners with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Can you tell Allah, I did not pray for you, my 5 prayers? You cannot. So how you keep good adab with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, good manners? If I have a contract between me and you, good manners is to keep the contract, not breach, isn't it? Why we are breaching our contract with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we are not praying the 5 prayers? I am honest. They say, I'm honest, I don't cheat or steal money of people. Okay, why you are not paying Allah's money? You are cheating, you are taking Allah's share. Allah said you have to give 2.5% of your income. Is that? Where is that 2.5%? This is Allah's money, not your money. You took it. So where is honesty? Fasting Ramadan, we are not fasting. Some people, they don't fast. They say we are Muslim, but we don't fast. We are very good with our family. It's okay, you are good with your family. It's something you have to be good with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala or something else. So adab is important, is to keep all the Sharia laws in front of our eyes. So what is the adab then? For someone who is dedicated to Allah and His Prophet ﷺ, and to those who are, they say to themselves that we are following the teaching of a sheikh, that he is teaching from his sheikh and his sheikh to his sheikh until the way to Prophet ﷺ. He says, فإن حقيقة الأدب أو الآداب عند السادات النقشبندية أن يلاحظ المريد جميع أنفاسه ولا يغفل عنها ولو في لحظة. Adab, discipline, is for the murid, the student who is guided by the sheikh. He has to observe every breath he is breathing in and breathing out. Is he breathing in Allah obedience or not? Is he breathing out in Allah obedience or not? Means he is auditing or accounting himself for every breath he is breathing. How many breaths we breathe in and breathe out a day? 24 hours. Counting them.
probably 12 to 15 minutes, multiply by 60, multiply by 24.
Awliyaullah, they say every person, because you are counting 3 to 4 seconds, is not? For breathing in and breathing out. So Awliyaullah, they said that every human being has 24,000 breaths. It's not necessary you are breathing that air of oxygen. It might be your molecule, your cells are breathing also.
Yeah.
So it might be any part of your body is breathing in and breathing out. Especially when you sweat, when you run. We are sweating. Our soul is sweating inside our body. You know why they sweat? Because they do activities. Your body sweats because of activities, no? The soul sweats fearing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. How we are going to be sure that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is happy with us when we audit our breath. Count, breathing in and breathing out. We know what we were thinking when we breathed in and what we were thinking when we breathed out. Is it in Allah's way or it is not? Is it in Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam way or it is not? Is it in Islam way or it is not? Is it in Sharia way or it is not? Mureed has to make sure that he is not one moment heedless from Allah's presence. Are we heedless or we are not? If we are not heedless, some people might say, no, we are not heedless. Okay, then you are someone that you are in every breath, in and out, you are observing Allah's divine presence. Can you say yes or you are lying? You know yourself. No one can say yes, I can do that. We are breathing in and breathing out all the time, thinking, oh, I have to buy a car tomorrow. What kind of car? Red, yellow, something this, something that. Man is saying, oh, I want to marry. Which one is I'm going to marry? This neighbor or that neighbor or this one or that one? The girl is saying the same thing. So, all our concern is dunya. We don't have concern of akhirah. Awliyaullah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave them authority as pious, sincere servants, as Allah said in Holy Quran, يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وكونوا مع الصادقين. Oh believers, اتقوا الله. Be aware of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's punishment and rewards. Means be careful, as Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said when he was speaking to the Sahaba. He said, "لا تنسوا العظيمتين." You heard that? لا تنسوا العظيمتين. لا تنسوا العظيمتين. Don't forget two important things. The most two important thing in your life, don't forget them. He said, وَمَا الْعَظِيمَتَانِ يَا رَسُولَ اللَّهِ. What are these two big issues? They want to know. What are these? They want to know. And Prophet said, العظيمتان الجنة والنار. Paradise and hellfire. Finish. You don't need more than that. Means there is one way takes you to paradise, one way takes you to punishment. Which one you want? Huh? You want paradise, you have to work for paradise. You want hellfire, you are welcome also. You work for hellfire. Decide. So if you want paradise, then you have to cry a lot and smile a little bit, as Prophet ﷺ said. لو تعلمون ما أعلم لبكيتم كثيرا ولضحكتم قليلا. If you know what I know, you would have cried a lot and you have smiled a little bit. ولخرجتم إلى الصعيد فلحثيتم التراب على رؤوسكم. You would, if you know what I know, you would have run to the desert and take the sand and throw on yourself. Hey, who is doing that? Huh? We are not doing that. So means we have a moment of heedlessness. Because he said adab, discipline, is not to have heedlessness. Discipline is to remember every moment in your life that it is in Allah's way. If not, then you are heedless. So if we are heedless, when we are forgetting not to cry, when we are not crying means what? Means we are not thinking about what Prophet ﷺ was telling us. لو تعلمون ما أعلم لبكيتم كثيرا. If you know what I know, you would have cried a lot. But we always forget, which is also rahmah. Or all your life will be depression. Because if you are going to remember what you have done of sins, Allahu Akbar, how you are going to live? Sayyidina Adam, when he did one sin, ate from the tree, he was not able anymore to think, he went into sajda. Some narrations say 40 years, some narrations say 70, some narrations say 100 years. Sajda. Not raising his head. Because he knew, he did not forget. But we forget immediately. If I ask you what you did sin yesterday, do you remember? It's gone. Yeah? True. All of us, I'm not saying some and the rest, no. So that heedlessness moment, that heedless moment is dangerous. Awliyaullah, they guide their followers in order that they will take them to understand how to behave and to make sure that they are not heedless. That's why they give you awrad. They give you zikrullah to recite daily. They keep you busy. When your tongue is saying zikrullah, remembering Allah, you are not heedless. You are not heedless. When they say, make 10,000 zikrullah, Allah, Allah a day. make 25,000 salawat a day. They keep you busy. They don't want shaitan to take you over. He say, if one man, like you, for example, if he would have jama, collected all powers that Allah will give to a wali, if one person can collect all these powers together, like, you know, this magnifier, when you put it under sun, it will not burn water, but when you magnify it well, zoom it well, it burns the paper, is not? If a wali man, one man, collected all the power, or even of awliyaullah, all of them together, and focus them very well, make them concentrated very well, and he used that power, that wali, that he got from all awliya, to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with full discipline until day of judgment, according to what Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam has mentioned in the meaning of ati'ur Rasul, obey Prophet, and in the meaning of ati'ullah, obey Allah. If that person was able to collect all these powers and go in the way to make sure that he is able to follow the right way and do what Prophet asked to be done and what Allah asked to be done in obedience, from beginning of the dunya till the end of the dunya, he cannot do that. Impossible. This is to show, means that even a wali, whatever his level is high, to make sure that he is able to accomplish all ibadah with full power of all awliya, if he has all that power, he cannot do that in accordance to what Prophet ﷺ mentioned in his obedience and what Allah mentioned in his obedience. It's impossible. Whatever you try, whatever that wali try, this to show that, oh human being, you are unable, if not for my mercy, you are unable to achieve anything. My mercy will make you to achieve everything. Without Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's mercy, without Prophet Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that he was sent as mercy for humanity, no one can achieve anything, even if he worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with power of all awliya. Means don't give your ego any kind of applause. Say to your ego, you are the worst of the worst. وَلَا تُزَكُّوا أَنفُسَكُمْ. Don't give yourself praise yourself. Don't. You are nothing. You are, even an ant knows more than you. I was asking in New York, I was saying, an ant has a brain. Dr. Jamal, ant has a brain. that small ant, very tiny, 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 tiny one. That's even you cannot see it, you need a magnifier. Has a brain?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yes.
Compared to our brain, what is the difference? Big difference. Compare a brain of an ant to our brain, not awliyaullah brain or prophet's brain or seals of messengers. It's us, between us and an ant. Who has more brain? Us or the ant? An ant, you cannot see it even. I was saying last time, I think, Sayyidina Abu Yazid al-Bastami was giving a lecture and advice, and he stopped. And he was looking, and an ant is passing in front of him. That tiny, tiny, small ant, moving, reaching at the end, and finding some food. How that ant knew? You are not able to see that food on the carpet. The ant coming from the hole in the wall, going, moving, coming to that food, touching it, and going back, bringing thousands of ants. So it has brain. Good brain. And what more than that? Can an ant speak? What it speaks? What it says? We cannot speak like an ant. Allah mentioned in Holy Quran, وقالت نملة.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قالت نملة يا أيها النمل ادخلوا مساكنكم لا يحطمنكم سليمان وجنوده وهم لا يشعرون.
قالت نملة. One ant. Not all of them. They are quiet. They are disciplined. They don't talk. One will talk. The rest listen. Us, one talk and the rest listen, or everyone will talk? Yeah? Everyone will talk. Everyone wants to show he knows something. Ego, big. Cannot sit and listen. No. But the ants, قالت نملة يا أيها النمل. One ant said, O group of ants, Ya ayyuhan naml, O ants. How many? How many? Allah knows how many. Might be to all ants. ادخلوا مساكنكم. Enter your shelter. If you don't enter your shelter, you will be destroyed. لا يحتمنكم سليمان وجنوده. Before Sulaiman and his army will finish you. Means enter your shelter, enter your cave. An ant is telling all the ants, if you don't enter your cave, you will be destroyed. Sayyidina Sulaiman represents what? Symbol of what? Of this whole wealth of dunya. Who is richer than Sayyidina Sulaiman? Old Testament, New Testament, and Holy Quran. All of them, they say he was the richest. He was the king of earth. Means he is symbol of wealth. So he's saying to the ants, run to your shelter, run to your cave, before dunya will kill you. What is that cave? Run you to your shelter. Who is the shelter? Who shelter us? If you are an orphan, where you go? Huh? They send you to a shelter. No? Mater. Foster house. For someone to take care of you. Where is our shelter? Where is our foster house? We are all orphans. Don't think you are not orphan. Enter, fa'wu ila al-kahfi. Run to the shelter, Allah is saying to Ashab al-Kahf. Run to the cave. وآية لهم أن حملنا ذريتهم في الفلك المشحون. Our signs for them is we have carried humanity on the boat that it is charged with full power. Who's that? Is that shelter, that cave, that place is Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Means run to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Run to awliyaullah to shelter you before dunya will trap you and pull you. So discipline is important. One ant saying, run to your shelter before you will be destroyed. All of them, they run inside. Allah is saying to us, run to me. فَأْوُوا إِلَى الْكَهْفِ يَنْشُرْ لَكُمْ رَبُّكُمْ مِنْ رَحْمَتِهِ.
فَأْوُوا إِلَى الْكَهْفِ يَنْشُرْ لَكُمْ رَبُّكُمْ مِنْ رَحْمَتِهِ وَيُهَيِّئْ لَكُمْ مِرْفَقًا.
Run to the cave. يَنْشُرْ لَكُمْ. When you run inside, Allah will bless you with His what? يَنْشُرْ لَكُمْ رَبُّكُمْ مِنْ رَحْمَتِهِ. من رحمته, from His mercy. Who is His mercy? وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَاكَ إِلَّا رَحْمَةً لِلْعَالَمِينَ. His mercy is Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Run to the cave means run to me. I will order my beloved servant Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam to shelter you with the mercy that I gave to him. وَيُهَيِّئْ لَكُمْ, after He bless you with that mercy, وَيُهَيِّئْ لَكُمْ مِنْ أَمْرِكُمْ مِرْفَقًا. And then He will prepare for you of whatever you want, a way to reach your goals. People, they come, they say, oh, we have this problem, that problem, that problem, that problem. Of course. But if you run to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and run to His Prophet, nothing will happen. Everything will be peaceful. Like an ocean, like you say, what you say, roaring ocean. When it comes with huge storms coming with the waves on the beach. What you call that? That sound? No one knows. When the waves comes on the beach, what you tell that sound? Crashing waves coming on the beach. When the ocean is no crashing waves, is still calm, in submission. When you enter the cave, you'll be in submission to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Everything you see there, you say, this is mercy. You don't see any more any kind of like disturbance. Finish. Because at that moment you understand that everything is coming from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So our responsibility, our duty is to be disciplined. When we are disciplined, that mercy will come. Are we disciplined? No. No, who said yes, sir? Someone. It's good. Are we disciplined? No, sir. So we are not. We are trying, struggling. We are asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us that submission to Him and to His Prophet Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. May Allah forgive us. May Allah bless us. And may Allah support us. We explained, I think, Tahir, this 16 different adab. Huh? We didn't? Huh? In California. Yeah. So there are 16 different levels of how to keep discipline. And in every level what you will reach. I give you only a hint to show you the first level. أن يعتقد المريد أن مرشده أعلم منه بحقيقة عقله وروحه. Mureed has to understand and to accept and to believe that his teacher knows more than him, more than he knows what is going in his brain and knows what is going in his soul and knows what is going in his body. He has to have belief like that in order that Mureed will be able to move on the right path and to be beginning the first level of discipline. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive us. We'll continue this next time. ومن الله التوفيق بحرمة الفاتحة.